relocated to New City, and we had this like open storefront area, so we decided to open up a cafe. As you see here, we have salads to go, smoothies, acai bowls, juices. Come on in the back and take a look. Here's our commercial kitchen where we produce all the meals that we deliver to people's doors. It gets delivered 3 times a week, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. People generally sign up to a subscription, whether it's a 7-day, 30-day, or 90-day subscription, depending on their goals.
Okay, welcome to the first ever of She Means Business, and we are here today with Orit Fried from the Diet Fantasy, located in New City and 44 South Main Street. Orit, I'm so glad that we're here together.
Same. Thank you for having me on this first podcast.
So the purpose of this podcast is really to interview or to meet people that are women in business, hear more about them, inspire other women, and I just thought that the whole Diet Fantasy, everything you're doing was inspiring to me. So let's just go right for it. So what made you start your own business? Like, where were you at that time and how did it all evolve?
Sure. So for me, it started at when I actually saw that there was a need for such a program. My mother was sick and she was put on like this strict diet, and I was the youngest one at home. So I was preparing the meals for her. And I realized that preparing the meals was so time consuming between shopping and cooking and everything else. I said, you know what, I was doing it for my mother already, and I saw how much it meant to her that she had the meals prepared, ready to eat, healthy, nourishing meals. I'm like, let me offer this to the public. So that's really how we started. So I was preparing the meals for Ima, and my next door neighbor called me up and she says, you're doing it for your mother. Can you just make it for me also? And I said, sure. And she lost 50 pounds doing it. And from there, it just went from this one calling to that one calling. And I did it out of my own kitchen at, in my mother's house. And shortly after, we established into preparing for hundreds of people, thousands of people at this point. We've been servicing so many people, and I see what a difference it makes in people's lives to have their meals delivered and they don't have to worry about it. And not only that, we're dealing with people that have, forget about weight loss. People are calling us for other issues. For example, their A1C levels are high, they have high cholesterol, they're diabetic, and so on and so forth. And people really get lost. They don't even know where to start. And I'm seeing that a lot. People they just know that, they got diagnosed, they're diabetic or whatever it might be. And, we've been doing this for so long that we really know our stuff, and we know what to give the clients and what not to give our clients. In fact, I just got a call from somebody yesterday that has been on our program with colitis, and when she started the program, she was in severe pain, and now she's like, I feel free. I feel like a new person. She told me she feels like freedom,
Well, Orit,
yeah.
I see your fulfillment in what you do. I see your passion. I'm just curious. You look so young. How old were you when you started?
I was really young, in my late teens.
As your business grew and it went beyond family and friends, what hurdles did you encounter in that growth, if any?
There were for sure different hurdles. I mean, we rented a kitchen in Muncie, and we had the health department come down and, tell us like, you cannot be working out of a house kitchen, and that was a huge hurdle for us because we had people relying on us to send them the meals, and we couldn't work out of our kitchen. So that was like a really big hurdle. And then we had to lease a space in Spring Valley. We found the storefront that we got, but that was a pretty big hurdle for us. There's always different challenges when growing a business.
In this beautiful location on 44 South Main Street in New City, very fresh and airy. The other place you had were not storefronts, right?
Right, exactly.
So how did that all evolve, and how are you finding it?
Okay, so very interesting question. It all happened it just evolved. It was amazing. So we found this place here in New City. It fit the zoning of what we needed for to manufacture meals, and we bought this building over here. And we didn't have any intention to open a cafe. It wasn't even in the plans. Shortly after, we realized we really have a storefront. Like, people are walking by. We're right in the heart of New City on the main street. And we're like, you know what? We have this space. Maybe we should open a cafe. And really, that's how it all evolved. And very interesting story. One day, I was outside, just walking. And I see some guy walking by, and he says to me, "Oh, what's your name? What did you guys open up here?" And I said, "Oh, we have a meal delivery program, and we plan on opening up a cafe." And he says, "Oh, really? I'm the town supervisor, and we can help you make that happen. Let's do it." And we scheduled a date with the town supervisor. He gave me a cell phone number. And we planned a date, and within 3 weeks, we opened up our cafe. We had a grand opening. It was amazing.
Orit, that's absolutely amazing. And actually, I've been here. I don't know if you know this, because you haven't been here when I was here. I came with a couple of my clients, with my realtors, and we've been eating lunch here. The food's delicious. Everything's fresh and nice. And for me personally, as someone who keeps kosher, it's so nice to have a kosher place right in the heart of New City. So this is a great service. It's wonderful, and I'm very excited to learn more about you. Orit, what would you say is your secret sauce in success in business?
So I think for me, I speak to a lot of clients daily, and it's really about connecting to them and understanding their situation and relating to them. And I feel like for me, I always get back to everybody, to their calls, to their messages. I give them the time that they need. And I feel like my clients actually feel that, and they know that I have their back. And I think that for me really went a long way, because one client will tell their friend, and then it's like a spiral,
Great. So as a woman who owns a business, are there any unique challenges that you face? And you have a family, you have the business. Have you faced any challenges that you think are unique?
I think that, any mother that, has a husband and children, you're always going to be facing those different challenges. And I think for me, a lot of it is about delegating. So, for example, if I don't need to be packing the bags, I have a really good packer. If I don't, for example, just be at the cashier, like, that's not where I need to be, and we can have somebody that can do that. So I think that for me, delegating and having a really nice team really helped me a lot, and I'll be able to be where I need to be at that time.
What's your long-term vision? Like, where do you think you're going to go from here?
So really, to perfect what we're doing and to be able to help more people, to service more people. Yeah.
Okay, that's really, really great. So, Orit, you've been a total inspiration. There's so much about you that I've learned about you. And even from before the interview that's not in this interview, you're definitely inspiration to all women who want to start a business. And you definitely, I'm very excited. And I think that you're so appropriate to be the first one in She Means Business.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This was so fun.
Yeah.